All right, let's just jump right into this explainer and demystify the high-tech setup for the 2022 Audi Q7's garage door opener. If you've recently gotten behind the wheel of one of these, you've probably noticed that setting up your home garage access, well, it isn't quite as straightforward as it used to be. But stick with me, because by the end of this, you're going to see exactly how elegant this new system really is as we walk through the whole process together. So, if you're upgrading from an older vehicle, your very first thought when looking at the ceiling might literally just be a moment of pure confusion. I mean, for decades, right, we've all been trained to reach up above the rearview mirror and press this chunky physical button to open our garage doors. But you look up in the 2022 Q7, and And honestly, this brilliantly illustrates the major shift we're looking at today. We're moving away from those tactile, single-purpose physical buttons and stepping right into the new way, which is Audi's dual touchscreen MMI system. It's an absolute game changer in automotive interior design, but it definitely requires us to kind of rethink how we interact with our car's daily functions. Now, before we jump into the specific steps, we really need to understand the MMI. Why? Because this dual touchscreen is quite literally your command center for this entire process. MMI stands for Multimedia Interface. Think of it as the glowing digital heartbeat of your dashboard. Instead of having a separate button for every single little feature, Audi has bundled all your vehicle's settings, including the garage door opener, right into this sleek, interactive touch display. Here's our roadmap for getting your car synced up. We'll cover the missing overhead buttons, Phase 1, which is screen setup, Phase 2 for remote pairing, and finally, Phase 3, dealing with rolling codes. Let's start with Section 1, the missing overhead buttons. Moving right along to Phase 1, screen setup. You know, what's really interesting here is how simple the MMI navigation actually is once you follow this exact chronological path. First things first, park inside or right in front of your garage. Then turn on the ignition, but do not press the brake pedal. You just want to enter accessory mode. From there, press the home button on your upper MMI touchscreen, navigate to Vehicle, then Settings and Service, and tap Garage Door Opener. Finally, just tap that little plus icon to add a new garage slot. Easy enough, right?
Next up is Phase 2, remote pairing.
So for this part, you're essentially acting as a bridge between your old handheld clicker and the vehicle's internal computer. You simply aim your old remote at the rearview mirror, because that's where the HomeLink transceiver actually hides, and hold the button down. That's an absolutely crucial detail right there. The car's receiver isn't in the dashboard screen, it's up near the glass of the rearview mirror. So hold your remote up there, press and hold its button, and just keep your eyes glued to the MMI screen. Once the car successfully learns the frequency, the screen's going to give you a quick confirmation message. Now, immediately after pairing, the system is going to ask you a super important question. Do you want to store your GPS location? Let me tell you, if you choose to store it, you get the ultimate reward. You get a digital garage button that automatically drops down on your MMI screen every single time you pull up to your house. I mean, this is exactly why Audi removed the physical buttons in the first place. By using location awareness, the car literally knows when you need to open your garage and proactively hands you the digital button right as you arrive in your driveway. It is just a brilliant piece of automated convenience. All right, let's tackle our final hurdle. Phase 3, rolling codes. If your garage motor is made by any of the big guys like LiftMaster, Chamberlain, Genie, or Craftsman, it definitely uses rolling codes. And what that means is you have to sync the car directly to the motor unit itself to perform basically a secure digital handshake. Rolling codes are this clever security feature that actually changes the signal every single time you use it. So your car and the motor absolutely have to be perfectly synchronized. Your MMI screen will recognize this setup and ask if you want to synchronize. Once you tap yes, well, it's time to briefly leave the high-tech, leather-lined comfort of your driver's seat. Grab a stepladder, and you're going to have to physically access the back panel of the motor unit hanging up there from your garage ceiling. When you get up to the motor, you are looking for a colored round or square button, which is usually called the Learn or Smart button. Now, please pay super close attention to this part. You must only press and release that button. Do not hold it down. If you hold it down, you will literally erase every single remote your entire family uses. Yeah, we definitely don't want that. Just a really quick, simple press and release is all it takes to put the motor into pairing mode. The very second you release that button, a silent timer kicks off. You now have exactly 30 seconds to safely climb down the ladder and get back inside your Audi to finish the job. Now, resist the urge to do a full-on Olympic sprint across your garage. There's no need to panic and do something unsafe, but you do need to move with purpose. 30 seconds is actually plenty of time to get back behind the wheel. Okay, once you are back in the driver's seat, look right at the top header of your MMI screen. You're going to see a digital garage door opener icon. You just need to execute this final 2-second press and hold sequence, and you might need to do it up to 3 times. Press it, hold it for 2 seconds, then release. If the door doesn't move, just do it again. Usually by that second or third time, the rolling codes have fully locked in, and you'll finally see your garage door spring to life and start going up or down. And just like that, the whole shebang is completely finished. As we wrap up this explainer, grasping this smart setup really leaves us wondering, what other everyday physical buttons are destined to become these location-aware digital shortcuts in the near future? The transition from clunky ceiling buttons to a context-aware MMI screen Just goes to show how incredibly fast automotive technology is evolving right now. Thank you so much for joining me to break this all down, and I really hope this makes setting up your 2022 Audi Q7 an absolute breeze.